Welcome back to another episode of SON, the only podcast smart enough to know you can't give a Dementor the old 1-2.
I can.
We're your hosts, Caleb Rudd.
Patrick Lees.
What's up, man?
Nothing really. Just work and go home. I've got some cool coworkers. I've experienced some really weird things at Safeway now, because I work at Safeway now. Everyone, come visit me. I bag your groceries, and I will bag your groceries like a boss.
All right, so there's a story you wanted to tell, and you had a segment title for it. Do you want to?
All right. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're gonna start a new segment called Patrick's Depressing Past, and I'm gonna tell really sad stories that are hilarious.
Great, that's what we need for a comedy podcast.
I got nothing going for me. So, back then, you know how most middle school kids say, my school's like a prison.
Yeah.
School's like prison.
Yeah,
we spent 7 months in, solitary confinement only to be released, and then we're captured again by the school board. No, my school was like a legit prison.
Okay.
So, let me give you the layout. So, my middle school, Truman Middle School, was kind of on a hill, and so there was the middle school, and then there was a small courtyard in front of it. And so across from the courtyard, there was a street that ran through, so the buses could get in and etc. And that's how moms would pick up their kids from school, because it was a little street and whatnot, kind of like the middle school here.
Yeah.
And so across that was was our track and our soccer field. But so that was kind of off to the left, and then middle school itself had a lower level, kind of on the outside, where you would go down some stairs, and down there was a basketball court and a giant soccer field and the baseball field. That's how our middle school worked. And so people were like, oh, middle school is like a prison. No, my middle school was a legit prison. And we had one security guard, a giant black guy who did not take any shit from anybody, named Mr. Wright. Most of the time he was in the office. So a lot of the faculty, teachers, they didn't care. Because it's a middle school, nobody really cares during middle school.
Right.
If you're a middle school teacher, you don't care. It's whatever. Just like prison guards.
Prison guards.
The thing that makes it the most like prison is, in middle school there's lunch and then there's recess. And so lunch would happen, everyone finds a place to eat and whatnot.
As you do.
And so recess comes, and this is where it starts to get really sketchy. So people split, people at recess split off into their own groups of friends. No, people split off into their groups of color here.
What?
So here in Ellensburg, our diversity is mostly just Mexicans and whites, and, that's about it, really. And so, Tacoma is a very diverse city, full of, African Americans, Hispanics, Asian Americans, Russian Americans, and the white people.
Just like everybody.
Pretty much. And so it's a big melting pot kind of thing. But what was weird is in middle school, people, separated. So, all the African Americans, all the black kids would go downstairs and play basketball.
Okay.
And all the Russians would go over to the soccer field and play soccer. Well, the Asians, if they got to the soccer field first, then they would play soccer. So it was always a kind of competition.
A race to get to the soccer field.
Yeah, between the Russians and the Asians. Sometimes they would play together, but that was very rare.
Okay.
So, when the Asians had the soccer field, the Russians went off into their own little corner. The Hispanic kids went off into their own corner. So basically, people were, in prison terms, the gangstas playing basketball.
Gangstas.
You had, the cholos over in one area.
Yeah.
You had the Russian mafia in another area, and the Yakuza.
The Yakuza.
That's the only Asian crime syndicate I know. Or at least I've heard of.
The Triad?
Oh.
Which I feel like is probably just the Yakuza. Anyway.
I don't know. But, so, everyone split off into theirs. We segregated ourselves. The only other group that was left remaining was, we called ourselves the etc.
The etc.?
We were the band geeks, the white kids, the goths, anything.
Everyone else.
Yeah, basically everything else that wasn't part of those crews. And, we were the etc., and we just kind of hung out by the doors. So, middle school was like a prison in that sense, and it also didn't help that a kid did get shanked at my middle school as well.
What?
Yeah, that was a thing. I remember the kids, too. I remember the day it happened. So this one kid, I'm not going to really
don't say
their
names. Yeah.
So we're going to call them Billy and Joe.
Okay.
And so, let's not even do that. So we're just going to go with Kid A and Kid B. So Kid B was a really obnoxious kid, not where he lacked in manners and personality, he made up for in Yeah, that's really it. He just sucked. He was a terrible person. He was really obnoxious and loud. He was just one of those kids you really just wanted to punch in the face.
Yep.
I didn't because I was like 4'8". I was really small back then. I'm still tiny. Man, nothing's going for me. But
anyways, this kid's getting shanked apparently.
yeah, and so like he was just being extra obnoxious. And finally, Kid B is like, looks at him dead in the eye and goes, "Shut the fuck up."
Okay.
And he goes, "No, I'm not going to. I do what I want." Kid B's like, just rolls his eyes like, "Fine, whatever." They're in science class.
Right.
So this is middle school science. So he rolls his eyes, goes back to his journal, writing. Kid A is being obnoxious still, won't stop, and just keeps continuing being himself, which is annoying as hell. And so finally, Kid B looks back at him and goes, "Hey, can you shut the hell up?" And Kid B goes, "Make me." So Kid goes, "All right." Or the first kid goes, "Fine, okay." Grabs a science thermometer, which I guess had a really sharp edge at the tip of it, kind of like one of those turkey thermometers.
Yeah.
Stab that kid in the thigh.
What?
Yeah, I know. I saw him later that day. He had a bandage around his thigh.
What the hell?
Yeah, kid got suspended.
Why?
I told him, my middle school was like a prison.
Okay, I'm not asking why did he get suspended. I'm asking why would you stab a kid?
Because he was being annoying. And again, kids in Tacoma are hard.
Jesus.
Again, middle school, you think middle school was tough like here in Ellensburg? No, people got hurt at my middle school. There were fights, people beat each other up. My middle school was literally like a fucking prison.
Jesus.
It was terrifying. I got hit in the head with a steel trumpet case one time. 8th grade, I remember that.
What the hell?
Tacoma's scary, man.
Tacoma sounds scary as hell.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you think it ends there? No, Tacoma is like fucking terrifying. Like I sometimes keep up with Tacoma news and whatnot, and 5 people were shot dead recently.
What?
Same night. It wasn't like it wasn't by the same guy. It was just I think it was like a huge coincidence over a span of like 48 hours. But yeah, 5 people shot dead.
Jesus.
Yeah, Tacoma's fucking terrifying. You do not want to go there. There's a reason we call it Tacompton. It's the
What
Washington,
the hell?
It's the Washington equivalent. Oh my gosh.
What'd you just knock over?
Picture of a pedophile.
A picture of a pedophile?
Yeah, Tobuscus. No, you took the Tobuscus picture.
Yeah, no. Once the allegations for his rape came out, I got rid of all my Tobuscus memorabilia. I got rid of it all. I had posters and shirts and like snap bracelets and photos. I had a signed photo from him that I got, and then the allegations came out. I'm like, cool, bye.
Nope.
I'm out. I'm not doing this.
Like your singing trailers were funny for a while, but they're not anymore now that you stuck your dick in a minor.
Oh no, it wasn't statutory. It was just rape. Like just rape.
Now that you forcefully stuck your dick in
his girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, so YouTube has had some changes. I know a lot of like bigger YouTubers have talked about this, but let's talk about this for a second.
I don't know.
So
what does that mean for our channel? Don't you delete us, YouTube!
I don't think they'll delete us. We just might not be able to be monetized anymore. By the way, so far, and that's why it's cursing.
Yeah.
So far, we've made a total of 17 cents on YouTube.
17.
We are rolling in the YouTube royalty dough.
We've made a dime, a nickel, and 2 pennies.
We are just rolling in it. All right, so this is a list of things banned from YouTube's content. So if your content contains this, it isn't considered eligible to be monetized, so you can't put ads or make money off of it.
Oh, no.
Sexually suggestive content, including partial nudity or sexual humor.
So you're meaning that I can't, like, helicopter my dick around anymore?
I mean, it's an audio podcast, so you could. No one's going to, like, see it. They'll hear it, though.
Well, in that case... Alright, episode 5... Alright, episode 8, guys, helicopter.
We're on 7.
Episode 8, guys, the helicopter episode. It's just going to be a straight hour of just, like, weird noises.
That's great. I'm sure that sounds great in someone's headphones.
Someone's going to be, like, running and listening to our podcast, and they're like, alright, episode 7, goodbye, we're sons of Nerddom, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow, that was really funny. Episode 8, alright, this is something I could jog to and just... They're like, what the fuck? No, wait, no, I have to pay YouTube policy. Sorry, what the flip, flap, tic, tac, wag...
Violence, including display of serious injury and events related to violent extremism. So inappropriate language, including harassment, profanity, and vulgar language.
What the fuck did you just say to me, limp dick?
I
don't understand the words coming out of your mouth.
Apparently we can't curse anymore.
Nah. Actually, that's probably...
We'll do it anyway, because fuck it.
Actually, I mean, that's probably a good thing.
No, don't be one of those people. It's bad. It's censorship, and it takes away the freedom of the press. Freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech that they are taking it away from us. And I won't take it. Fuck off, YouTube.
Would probably... Do you want a banned YouTube channel? Because that's how you get a banned YouTube channel. YouTube, we love you!
My last YouTube channel was deleted. Did I ever tell you that story?
Yep.
Okay, did I?
But not... I did, but not the listeners. Story time!
Alright, so way back when, I had a YouTube channel I ran when I was heavy into Nerf. And my my YouTube channel consisted mostly of reviews of Nerf blasters. And they had a YouTube update. I think it was when they got bought by Google. Yeah. When they got bought by Google, for some reason they deleted my account.
What the hell?
I don't know why, but they deleted it.
So we kept Leafy as here, but we got rid of like a Nerf channel.
Yeah.
What the fucking bullshit is that?
Also, fun facts. I realized when I was running the channel that people started watching unboxing videos religiously, and they got tons of hits. So I realized people were watching unboxing videos, so I did an unboxing video of Nerf darts. I bought a pack of, I think they came in 36. I bought a pack of 36 Nerf darts, and I did an unboxing video for them. It was my highest viewed video at 600 plus views.
Damn, son.
People watched it for no goddamn reason. It's so stupid.
Okay, now I think we should do an unboxing episode. Just unbox the most random shit. We'll keep it video, so that way people can watch it and see my ugly ass face and my goatee. And so, just unbox random crap.
Yeah. Oh, also, promotion of drugs and regulated substances, including selling, use, and abuse of such items. Is now...
Shit, I can't do this again.
Patrick, no! They didn't know you were selling cocaine. He's not selling cocaine. Patrick, where'd you go?
Alright, I buried it out in the yard. I mean,
that got rid of it, I'm sure.
Well, at least the dog won't find it.
Controversial or sensitive subjects and events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters, tragedies, even if graphic imagery is not shown. I'm not going to say the name because people... you know what? Fuck YouTube. Screw you.
So YouTube, we love you. Don't delete us.
People started... they started demonetizing videos because they would just simply say the word Trump.
Clinton.
Trump.
Dr. Jill Stein.
Trump.
My penis. Trump.
Trump.
Wall.
Trump.
This segment has gone on. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's what YouTube's been doing. They've been cracking down on that hardcore political views.
Oh my gosh, this has gone insane.
But apparently they'll keep Killer Keemstar.
Why are you kidding me?
But
Killer Keemstar is a worthless gnome.
But God forbid somebody talks about, natural disasters. Oh, dude.
Natural disasters I can understand, but Trump.
So in the DC extended universe, is what they're calling their movie universe. In Batman v Superman, we see Jason Todd's bodysuit, his Robin costume up in the case.
Yeah, it's got the words written on it.
So people have been wondering who is going to play Jason Todd if they include him in the movie. And fans have started championing an actor for Jason Todd and have created an online petition for the actor. Take 3 guesses who the internet wants to play Jason Todd. You'll never guess it. It's stupid. It's such a stupid cast.
Okay. Number 1. I can't remember his name right now, but he was technically Robin in The Dark Knight Rises.
It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Not him.
Jensen Ackles.
Nope.
Really? He voiced Jason Todd in the movie.
That's who I want to play Jason Todd, but that's not him.
He's not light on his feet, but he's still like buff enough to be good in a fight.
Yeah, that's not who YouTube wants. Not YouTube, sorry. It's not who the internet wants.
Okay, final guess. Elijah Wood.
Closer.
What?
I would say Elijah's closer than the other guesses. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my god.
The internet wants Shia LaBeouf to be Jason Todd. And there is an online petition for it. So if you agree, feel free to go sign the petition, but the internet wants Shia LaBeouf as Jason Todd.
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a hood. It's Shia LaBeouf. Lurking in the shadows.
Batman in the standalone movie. It's gonna have Joker by the neck. It's like, I could kill you right now if I want to, and you just gonna hear, "Do it!" And Batman's gonna turn over his shoulder, shut them up. Do it!
Don't let your dreams be dreams, Bruce. Fuck, kill him now, he knows! I'll do it!
You're not gonna kill me. Do it!
Oh my gosh. Just like the 45-minute version, it's like, alright, Joker, what do we do with you? And just Red Hood in the background just...
And it's just Jason.
Breathe. So, for those who don't know, Shia LaBeouf, the video that was released, the 15...
It was like 20 minutes.
The 20-minute video of, like, just do it, where he, starts screaming, just do it. Yesterday you said tomorrow, don't let your dreams be dreams, blah, blah, blah. There is actually an extended edition that was never... I don't know if it was ever released or
Yeah,
not.
It's online. You can watch it on YouTube. It's like 20 minutes.
Well, it adds an extra 20 minutes to the original, and part of it is, I guess, from what I've heard, he just stands there for, like, 7 minutes, just breathes. It just takes really deep, angry breaths. It's like, breathe, and that's all he says.
Yeah, that's all he says. He does it for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's so too long.
In more nerd news, Harambe.
Oh my gosh. Yeah!
Has crossed over, or rather, almost crossed over into the realm of Harry Potter.
What the hell?
So, the new thing on pottermore.com is that you can find out what your Patronus is.
Oh, no.
Like when they sort you into their house, you take a quiz, and depending on your answers, they give you a different Patronus. Somebody photoshopped an image that says your Patronus is ... Harambe, and it's a Patronus form Harambe.
Yes.
Is the photo? Chive tweeted that and said, wow, at Pottermore, at J.K. Rowling too soon.
Oh my goodness. No, speaking of Harry Potter and Harambe, I just found another picture that's like when a new gorilla is put in the Cincinnati Zoo, and under it's a picture of Harry Potter from, I believe, I think it's Deathly Hallows Part 1. Yeah, because Dumbledore dies in the Half-Blood Prince. So
yep. Spoilers!
Dumbledore kills Voldemort. Harry Potter dies.
Yep.
Ron rapes Hermione.
Yep.
Ginny is involved. It's weird.
Yep.
The snake of Slytherin, he's a party animal. He's just... Shit's weird. Mm-hmm. No, I'm kidding.
Is that your fan fiction?
So Dumbledore dies. Yes. So Dumbledore dies in Half-Blood Prince.
He dies hard.
Yeah, he did so hard. It
Super
was
dead.
So hardcore. It's like make you scream. Anyway, actually, it does make you scream. It's sad.
Yeah. When I read that part in the book, I read that page where he falls, and I cried.
Jeez.
And then I couldn't believe it, so I kept rereading the page over and over again, hoping I'd misread it, but I didn't.
I remember seeing the movie. I was like, "Oh, Dumbledore's gonna live fucking forever. He's gonna be the one to face Voldemort, because old ally or old hero, old villain. They should be the fight.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of people to clash, not the new hero, because that's how my brain worked as a kid. Old enemies and old heroes.
So the side characters should fight the main villain, not the main character.
Exactly, but well, if they're old enemies, then of course, but And so he died, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Wrong. Harry Potter should be dead. What the bullshit? I was like, no, wait, his name's on the title. It's not Dumbledore and the Half-Blood Prince. No, but, and so, there's a picture that says when another gorilla is put in the Cincinnati Zoo, and that's a picture of Harry Potter from the Deathly Hallows Part 1, where he goes, how dare you stand where he stood?
Oh, yeah. Is that Part 1? No, it's Part 2.
Oh, shit, that's Part 2.
Yeah, because Part 1 ends after they get out of Malfoy Manor.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I was in the right book.
Yeah, right book, wrong movie.
Yeah. But still, he's like, how dare you stand where he stood?
Yeah.
How dare you? Wait, what about Bantu? Why has Bantu died out? Balls out for Bantu. Come on,
no one
guys.
cares about Bantu. Anyway,
I care about Bantu.
So the
Bantu's
Chive tweeted that photo of Harambe Patronus and said, wow, at Pottermore, at J.K. Rowling too soon. And it was fake. It's a photoshopped image. Totally. And J.K. Rowling had to tweet back and make it very clear that it was fake. And J.K. Rowling tweeted back saying, I've been asked to make it clear that Harambe is not a Patronus, so you can actually get on at Pottermore. It's a joke.
Oh my gosh. This is getting ridiculous. I think my new favorite Harambe meme is the ending to Star Wars Episode 6, all the Ewoks are celebrating, everyone's partying, the second Death Star has been blown up.
Yep.
Everything's good. Evil's been vanquished, the good has won. Luke Skywalker has become a master Jedi. Han Solo and Leia, they're married. They gon' bang. Bang.
They go bang.
Hey, Kylo Ren's their kid. We know they fucked.
This is true.
So, if evil's punished, the story ends. It's all over. Good has reigned once and for all. It all ends. Ewoks are celebrating, Luke is celebrating, and so he looks out and sees the Force ghost of Obi-Wan,
Yep.
and then next to him is Yoda, and then they look over, and in the new release, obviously they see Anakin Skywalker from Episode 3 in the remastered edition, but no, not this time. This time
Yeah.
they both look over, and it was our beloved brother from Cincinnati, Harambe,
God
as
damn
a
it.
Force ghost. Oh, speaking of Death Star, exciting news.
Go for it. Go for it.
for
Star Wars.
The
Right.
Death Star DLC has been released.
It's out. You have it.
I have it. I did a trench run.
Oh.
The Outer Rim DLC is, Jabba's palace and whatnot,
Yeah.
both inside and outside and around it. It's the Outer Rim, basically. Yeah. It's that area of, just low-life criminals. It's basically New Mexico. And,
Basically New Mexico. All right.
and actually, New Mexico's not that bad. It's... Never mind.
Anyway.
And so, that's where that is. And it keeps all the same, game modes, where it's like heroes versus villains, supremacy, AT-AT Assault's not there, only because it's not big enough, because it takes place around Jabba's palace. You can't put an AT-AT in there. It's, stupid. And so, but the cool part is, you get to go through all the places from the movie, like the sand barge. You get to go into the Rancor pit. There's a couple of, I can't remember the guard name for the life of me, but the pig guards that Jabba has.
I don't know what they're called, but I know the green things.
Yeah, like the green piggies. There's a couple of their dead bodies in the halls, and that was really cool. And then you got 2 new heroes you got to play as,
It's Nine Nub.
Yep, Nine Nub, who's the arms dealer, and he's in The Force Awakens, actually. I rewatched The Force Awakens.
He's in The Force Awakens?
Yeah, he's,
the same, is it same guy, or is
same
it
guy.
Same species?
Or same species, same guy, basically.
That's dope.
Like, you could tell it was him only because he had, kind of bags around his eyes to make him look more aged, like Admiral Akbar was there. It was in the big meeting room when they're all, talking about the Death Planet. And how they're going to take it out. Yeah, they're all talking about Starkiller, and in the meeting room, you got Han, you got Admiral Akbar, you got Rey, you got Poe Dameron, General Leia. You got all the big people there. Carrie Fisher's daughter, who we care about for some reason, I don't know why. And yeah, Nine Numb is there. Kalando's not there, and that's kind of sad, but I assume he's off doing his own thing.
Oh, Lando?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think he really had much to do with the rebellion. I think he only I always assumed he just did...
I think he just knew Han, and that's how he was connected.
Yeah, I mean, he made a deal with the Empire, and I assume he, went into battle in Episode 6 just because he felt guilty. But yeah, Nine Numb is there. Even though he's an alien, they made him look more aged and older.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was actually really impressive, but he's there. And for villains, you got Dengar the Bounty Hunter, who I've never... ever fucking heard of, but he's got an Australian accent, so apparently there are Australians in the Star Wars
I'm
universe.
pretty sure he's in the movie.
I don't know, I've never actually seen him. He's got weird head wraps, and he's weird. But, so after that, came the Cloud City Bespin DLC, that was fucking amazing. For heroes, you got to play as Lando Calrissian, and for villains, you actually got Greedo. You got to play as Greedo. Greedo's pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yep, Greedo's pretty great, and so, it kept some of the things like Droid Run, Sabotage, etc. And it kept all those. Actually, oh crap, I forgot. The Outer Rim DLC also comes with a couple maps from Salust, which is the lava planet where Nien Nunb is from, and also lava planet where Anakin and Obi-Wan fought for Star Wars Episode 3 in the final battle, when he basically choked out Natalie Portman, and not in the fun sexual kind of way. I mean, I'm gonna kill you, bitch, you didn't make me a sandwich kind of way. And, but yeah, the lava planet. But anyway, so Bespin DLC, you got AT-AT Assault, you got to fight around Cloud City and Fighter Squadron.
Right.
That was pretty fun. But after that came Death Star DLC, which is really great. And so there are 2 game modes. There's Blast, which is just basically team of rebels, team of stormtroopers, and you just kill each other.
Okay.
That's it. Whoever kills the most enemies towards the end of the round wins. There's Fighter Squadron, and then the last one is the weirdest mode I've ever heard of, but it's really cool, and it's kind of a story mode in a way, to where there are 3 parts of it, and if you're a rebel, or basically how it works is there are 3 parts to it, and if you're on the those who are on the rebellion side, if they win the match, then you advance to the next part.
Well, that's awesome.
So part 1, if you're a rebel and you win, you go to part 2.
Right.
You go to part 3 after that. And so 2 parts of it are fighter squadron type thing where you just fly around in ships, and the third shit, I have it wrong.
Okay.
Okay, first part is Fighter Squadron type,
Right.
where you fly in space. Part 2 is like back to on the ground, you
Right.
know, first person shooter. And then part 3 is back to Fighter Squadron. And so part 1 is you're attacking a Star Destroyer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, no.
Yes,
the
no,
giant
maybe?
triangle ships.
Star Destroyer?
Yeah, Star Destroyer, that's right. I wasn't quite sure. So you're in a plane, you're if you're on the Empire, obviously you gotta defend the Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
But if you're a rebel, you have to fight the Star Destroyer.
Right.
And so that one is called, I think it's called Command Station. But that's Command Station, the diversion.
Right.
And so if you're on the rebel side, you know, obviously you have to destroy the Star Destroyer. And if you win, you advance to the next part, which is like first-person shooter. And what that is a rebel transport drops you inside the Death Star, and your mission is you have to rescue R2-D2.
Wait, the Death Star or the Star Destroyer? Death Star's the ball.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Star
just trying to
Destroyer's the
think.
V.
I'm trying to think of like which one, based off what it inside. I think it's the Death Star, but I'm not quite
All right.
sure. But either way, your mission is if you're on the Rebels side, you have to go in, rescue R2-D2, and get out of there as fast as you can.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or if you're on the Empire side, obviously kill all rebels and
Yeah.
guard R2-D2.
Yeah.
And it's actually R2-D2. It makes noises. He does the little screen thing and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
And new characters you can play as is you can play as Chewbacca, finally, or on the villain side, Bosk. He's a more known bounty hunter than Dengar.
Yeah.
He's that weird lizard-looking guy.
I just pulled it up. Dengar appeared originally in Empire Strikes Back, and then he also appeared in Return of the Jedi. He's part of Boba Fett's syndicate.
I don't even remember seeing him.
There's that scene where Darth Vader's talking to all the bounty hunters.
I'm gonna look him up real quick, see if I can at least find a picture of him in the movie.
Well, while you do that, I'm gonna pull up Darth Vader talking to. It's the scene where he's talking to all the bounty hunters.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen the original Star Wars in forever, so I'm trying to remember.
I'll pull up the video. They're talking. And
In
Vader
Cloud
turns
City?
to Boba. Yeah, I think so. And then
Yeah,
Boba
Han
Fett.
Solo like comes in, shoots him, and it fails.
Not that scene. No disintegrations. Is
Oh
what he
shit!
says.
Yeah, I do know him. IG-88 and Dengar.
Yeah.
He's got an Australian accent. Oh yeah, and Bosk is part of the syndicate too.
Yeah, Bosk is part of it.
Yeah. Bosk is pretty cool. I mean, he's fucking ruthless. But anyway, so part 2, you have to go rescue R2-D2, and then after that, if the rebels win, you advance to the third part, which is Trench Run, and that's they randomly select 3 players on the rebel side, and if you're selected, you do the Trench Run.
Oh, really?
From the movie. I haven't been selected yet, but I know if you're not selected, but you're still like on the same side on the rebel side, your job is to defend the trench runners. But basically, you do the Death Star trench run and everything.
Oh, that's
and,
awesome.
Hero characters, I mean, in Fighter Squadron, when you pick up hero power-ups to become heroes, you either become the Millennium Falcon or the Slave One. No, in this, you either become Red 5, which is Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, or you become the Advanced X-Wing, which is Darth Vader's X-Wing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or TIE Interceptor, not X-Wing, shit.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hey,
Tie
I
interceptor.
found the scene if you want to see the scene where Dengar's in.
Yeah.
It's in Empire, and they're on not Cloud City, but they're on a Star Destroyer. Copyright.
Copyright, we do not own this.
Doesn't matter.
I do, but you don't. I'm kidding. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh look, the Nazis. I mean the Empire.
Bosk.
Oh yeah, there's Bosk.
We have a priority signal from
He's part of the Death Star DLC.
Yeah.
There will be a substantial reward for the one who finds the Millennium Falcon.
This is Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah.
Any
I haven't
methods
seen this in
necessary,
forever.
but I want them alive. No disintegration. As you wish. Lord Vader.
As you wish.
My lord, we have them.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's the
forgot
scene.
about that. I haven't seen Empire Strikes Back forever, and that's my personal favorite.
Yeah, because that's the scene, which is why people think that Boba Fett was the one who killed Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Because Darth Vader says no disintegrations, and the only time we've ever seen disintegrations is when Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen die.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh shit! They revealed what the next and last DLC is gonna be.
What is it?
It's gonna be from Rogue One. It's called Scarif.
Scarif?
I guess it's one of the planets that they're on in the movie. I guess.
Any details?
Nope. The only other details I know is for heroes, you get to play as that Jane. Is that her name? Jane Urso?
Yeah, Jane Urso, I think.
Jane, the female main character.
Yeah.
And I forget what his name is, but you can play as someone on the villain side. That's going to be important to the movie. But apparently a place called Scarif from Rogue One.
That's dope.
And I mean, as great as it is, I'm trying to think, why didn't they do anything for Force Awakens? I mean, they had Jakku, but it was only a map.
Yeah.
Playable characters, you could have done Kylo Ren or... Actually, good point. I mean, Rey didn't really do much fighting.
But she fights and takes down Kylo. She would have killed him if it wasn't for the Earth split.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she didn't get that until the end, so I mean, I guess if it's well, if they gave her the lightsaber, but she doesn't really have any special kind of powers.
The lightsaber could be her special, and her main ability could be her staff. Her main fighting could be her staff. And a blaster, because she uses a blaster too.
I can see the blaster.
She primarily uses a blaster, but her two bonus attacks are she whips out her staff or a lightsaber.
Cause I mean, Kylo Ren, I could understand a special attack being he swings around his cross guard, and the left bumper could be he grabs you by the head and crushes your head in the movie.
Yeah.
And then obviously another force power, or something. Yeah, I don't know. Rey hasn't developed any superpowers quite yet, kind of thing, or force powers. I mean, she mastered the mind trick, but you can't really do much with that in a war video game.
You could use it to take over the ability of take over one enemy trooper.
Yeah, but that's not going to work online.
So you could run up to an AI stormtrooper, and use it to flip the stormtroopers. So now that stormtrooper's fighting the other stormtroopers.
Yeah, but that's not going to work online. Is the problem, because it has to be both for on and offline. That's why Han Solo got that lucky shot, and Darth Vader's got the choke force, and
they can make it so online if somebody does it to you, you're no longer able to kill rebels, and you have to kill stormtroopers.
That would be
And
cool.
to counteract people just sitting there until the time runs out, you have to kill a certain amount of stormtroopers.
Huh. Would give an unfair advantage to the rebels, though.
Yeah, but Palpatine's OP as hell.
So is Leia.
Yeah, I think did they nerf Leia down a little bit though in an update recently,
The nerf?
or maybe they improved. No, sorry, I was wrong. They updated her. They gave her more health.
Oh my god.
That's what I think it was. In a recent update, they gave her more health.
Offline, when you're playing Star Wars Battlefront, you're doing Walker Assault.
Yeah.
When you're playing as Leia or Palpatine, you can spawn health coins to power up your health. You can't do that online, actually.
Really?
Yeah, you just give power-ups special rifles or guns or smart rockets or whatever.
Oh,
for
really?
Other troopers, but no, you can't heal yourself online. So I play offline. I don't go online.
They wrapped up shooting Spider-Man: Homecoming in Atlanta. They're moving to New York now.
I was about to say, yeah, I know. They did wrap up that shooting in North Carolina.
Hey, no, that's not what I was going to
Shit's
say.
Crazy over there.
What I was saying was that they wrapped up filming Spider-Man: Homecoming in Atlanta, and they're now moving production to New York.
How are they shooting in Atlanta? New York's the only place to go.
I'm not sure why they're shooting in Atlanta.
I don't know.
Suburbs? Question mark.
Yeah, maybe suburbs. Maybe some high school stuff for high school. Because I guess he's still in high school.
Yeah, he's still in high school. He's a sophomore, I think.
Yep.
In Homecoming, he'll be a sophomore.
Yeah, one of the guys, I can't remember his name. It's not Donald Glover, but Hannibal Buress revealed his role finally.
What is it?
He's a gym teacher.
He's a gym teacher. That's it.
He's a gym teacher that notices that Peter Parker's kind of different, and he just kind of cheers him on. That's basically it.
Oh, really?
He's damn, you go, Peter, you go, kid, kind of thing. Because obviously Peter's got that Spidey sense now. He can catch dodgeballs and deflect them. His kind of role is he's just a gym teacher. That's good job, Parker, and that's pretty much it.
That's it.
Yep. We're still waiting on Donald Glover, and we know Kenneth Cho, an Asian guy, is the principal.
I feel like Donald Glover would be a school teacher, or maybe a librarian.
Yep. So
Or if they were really smart, they would make him. I guess that wouldn't work though.
Yeah, or if you're gonna say Miles Morales, as much as I would.
I was going to say Miles' dad.
Ooh.
It could work.
Actually, yeah, because
if they make
Peter's older.
Yeah.
Than Miles.
That's a 16-year gap. So by the time Miles grows up to take the role, Tom Holland will be 20-something.
Which will be perfect because that's how it goes.
So the way Miles Morales worked is originally he was in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe, in the Ultimate Verse. And Spider-Man was Peter Parker. Miles Morales was another school kid, but he too got bit by a spider that gave him powers.
Yeah.
But he kept it hidden, and he didn't do anything with his powers. So
hell?
during the Death of Spider-Man storyline, where Spider-Man is fighting Electro and Doc Ock, and I think Green Goblin, he's fighting them in Queens. He's trying to stop them from getting to Aunt May and Gwen, or I think it might have been MJ. But during that fight, Miles is there, and he's watching from like a police, like the police like blocked off the streets.
Yeah, so
but he's watching. He's there watching, and he has his spider powers then, but he doesn't do anything. So he watches Peter die.
Oh shit, that's fucked up.
Yeah. So Miles decides after watching Peter die that the world needs a Spider-Man. So that's why he puts on the suit. So I think Peter is something like 20-ish, I think, by the time he dies.
Upper 20s, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if they do it in the MCU, they can make it so that we see his dad now. We maybe see baby Miles.
Yeah,
and then by the time Tom Holland's ready to give it up, they pass it on to the Miles.
Because by then he'll be all grown up and whatnot, and even then we don't even need to see baby Miles. At that point, we just have him mention like, teacher, what's going on? I'm about to have a baby. I think I'll name him Miles or something like that.
Yeah.
Mr. Morales.
Mr. Morales.
You elaborate.
Yeah, and then Miles' uncle was a supervillain. His uncle was the Prowler.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, damn. But if it makes you feel better, so speaking of Black Spider-Man.
Go for it.
So, I remember back at a time when Tobey Maguire was or after Andrew Garfield was no longer going to be Spider-Man, they didn't have anyone to be Spider-Man for a while. We knew Andrew Garfield was stepping down as Spider-Man. Fans fought really hard for a black Spider-Man, and I actually...
This is before they cast the TASM one. So this is pre-Andrew still.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is when they were casting it for Andrew's first movie.
Yeah, people really wanted a black Spider-Man, and so right here I actually found online some concept art
of
a black Spider-Man.
Oh, no.
That's Black Spider-Man in costume. That's a black Spider-Man, an African-American Spider-Man in
That's awesome.
the spider suit.
For the listeners, I'll edit in the photo that Patrick just showed me.
That's a joke I got from Jimmy Fallon.
That's awesome.
The one good joke he has. Everything else is just kind of, oh, honey, why?
That's way too good.
That was pretty brilliant.
That's awesome.
I would like to thank the writers of Jimmy Fallon. Thank you for inspiring me to make that joke. However, it does belong to you.
That's super good, though. That's a great joke.
That was pretty amazing. Speaking of, I had a Spider-Man thing I was going to say that was great.
What was it?
I don't remember.
Oh, come on.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, how's your cosplay coming along for Central City Comic Con?
I lost everything. No, I'm kidding. No, I am doing, originally was going to do Bob's Burgers.
Yep.
Going to be Bob Belcher, but however I decided to change, and now I am actually going to do Rick Flag from, Rick Flag.
From Suicide Squad?
From Suicide Squad.
That's a huge switch. Why the switch? Just felt like it?
Yeah, I just felt like it. Didn't really want to do Bob's Burgers anymore for some reason.
It's a huge genre switch, though.
Yeah. One moment I'm a fat fried cook, and the next I'm a bad motherfucker.
So how's the costume coming along?
Actually completed. I mean, there's a couple of things I want to get that would make it absolutely perfect, but if I don't get it, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
All I'm missing is that little armband he wears on his left arm that has, the button to blow up the chips in their necks. But even then, the final fight, he doesn't even have that.
Yeah.
Because he breaks it on the table and lets them all go free. And then other than that, it's just an American flag patch and a patch that says flag on it.
Right.
Under the flag patch. But, no, other than that, I've got a tactical paintball vest. I've got, the green shirt. I've got an airsoft rifle with the firing mechanism has been disabled, so it's allowed in.
How did you disable it?
Actually, it was an electric gun. I just took out the battery.
Oh, okay.
That was basically it. It came with a charger, and I just opened up the cartridge, took out the battery, and just threw it to the side, and that was it. How's Superman coming?
Superman's coming along great. I am in the process of puff painting the suit.
Puff paint.
I think I showed you.
Yeah, it's actually starting to look more... when I first saw the picture from the text message, I was like, puff paint? that looks cool and all, but it looks more like he got just a bunch of like kind of sticker glitter. But now that I see it
Yeah.
in person, no, it looks armored actually.
Yeah, so
It looks Man of Steel, kind of plated, armored,
yes.
steel buff.
Yeah, I'm puff
Shit.
painting a texture, which I don't have a pattern for the texture. I just freehand it as I go.
Yeah,
But I'm digging
works.
it.
No, that's
So,
really good.
I ran out of the puff paint color I need, so I have to go find more. I'm using
So how's this one compared to your other cosplays?
this one. So far, I think my best has been Ryu from Street Fighter.
Yeah, that one
Which
was
is-
well.
Probably my favorite one that I've done. I think quality-wise, that was my favorite. Reaction-wise, people really dug my Red Hood costume.
Yep. So Seattle Con, for those who don't know, we've been going to cons for a while now.
Yeah.
We went to Seattle Comic Con
15.
Was it 15?
It was 15 was our first year, right?
Yeah, 16 is this year. So yeah, 2015. He went as the kind of a battle damaged Red Hood with helmet and everything. I went as myself because I didn't have a costume because I wasn't quite sure. It was my first con. Wasn't sure how to get into it.
Yeah.
And so Yakima rolled around a little while later, months later actually. It
Yeah.
was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was about 7
months later, yeah.
6, 7 months later.
March was when Emerald City happened, and then October was when Yakima happened last
Yeah,
year.
that's right. But I know, so, October, Yakima Comic Con, their very first Comic Con, which actually went surprisingly well considering Yakima is a really small city.
Well, let's rephrase that. It went well when we were there.
Yeah.
I heard that the first day was horrible. Like none of the celebrities I think had shown up.
Ouch.
Oh wait, no, I take it back. The celebrities had shown up. There was no artist alley. That's what happened.
Ooh.
So nobody was selling anything. It was just
Oh.
celebrities in like in a hall with like some panels.
Ouch.
So in the second day they fixed it and it was fine. And the third day
Yeah.
is when we were there and it was fine.
And that's, basically we livened the party. And however, that was my first ever cosplay. It went semi-decently.
People liked it.
Yeah, but quality-wise, it wasn't that great.
It was your first. My first was Red Hood. No, yes, yeah. My first cosplay for a convention was Red Hood,
Yeah.
and I had a lot of room for improvement on that suit.
Yeah, to make sure better, so did I, because I did Max from Mad Max Fury Road, like the prisoner version. So I made, a face mask out of cardboard and gray paint instead of making it all silver. I mean, I was able to put it on. I cut up a shirt to make it look all tattered, and that went actually pretty well. The pants, however, was where it gets me, because every cosplayer knows this. There's always that one thing that gets you.
Yep.
There's always one item you just can't seem to get for the life of you, and even though you most likely will get it, like as time draws nearer to the actual convention,
Yeah.
it's just you can't seem to find it. You can't seem to get it. For me, it was cargo pants.
Yeah.
I could not find cargo pants for the life of me.
For me, this time for my Superman suit, it's the boots. It's the
Boots.
damn boots.
Oh, I always have boots.
And I finally found them on Amazon, and I'm ordering them soon.
Nice.
But for the longest time, I couldn't find any boots anywhere.
Shit.
So I thought I'd have to like improvise and figure out a different way to do boots without actually doing boots. For a while, I contemplated just puff painting the boots onto the
my
fabric.
gosh.
That would have been a fucking nightmare.
Oh my goodness. I know. I'd had to get cargo pants for Max. I couldn't find cargo pants in time.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to Goodwill and getting military officer like dress pants.
Yeah, it looked fine. It looked good.
Oh yeah. Just quality wise, it was not amazing.
Yeah.
It could have gone so much better.
Do you have any idea of what your next suit, your next cosplay you want to be?
Yes.
What do you want
It's
to
gonna
do?
be more difficult because I learned it's just Yakima rules, so I don't know how Seattle rules will change. But Negan,
Oh, that'd be cool.
like first appearance, leather jacket, arm wraps, baseball
Yeah.
bat, khakis, boots. However, the problem is Yakima doesn't allow wooden baseball bats, so I
yeah,
don't
you
know
have to
if-
find a way around that.
So that's gonna be difficult because no one really sells foam fucking baseball bats.
Yeah, well,
But,
you might be able to find like foam you could shape yourself and paint yourself, maybe.
I guess, but yeah, no wooden bats allowed at Yakima. I assume Seattle Comic Con's the same. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's all pretty basic.
Yeah.
So no wooden baseball bats. So that's gonna be the tough thing to find. But other than that, everything's just kind of basic, simple winter clothing like
Yeah.
khakis, boots, leather jacket, red scarf, arm wraps. So that'll be easy.
That'd be really cool.
What are you planning for your next?
My next suit, I think I'm going to do crap. What's it called?
Well, don't do crap.
No, it's Superman again with the black suit with the gray.
Oh,
With the
yeah.
gray with the black with the white symbol.
Ooh,
That's the suit I want to do next after the Superman suit.
that would be good.
Yeah, that's the suit that I'm aiming towards.
No, last year's Comic-Con, I remember we went there, and I went as Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings.
Yeah.
The breastplate was kind of iffy, because I took a leather biker vest and put foam on top of it, and that actually really irritated me, because like I put Velcro to attach the leather to the foam, and it would not cooperate.
Yeah.
I was so pissed by the end of it. But everything else actually worked pretty quite well, like the tunic, the boots,
Yeah, it
the
looked good.
pants, the head tattoos and everything.
Yeah.
The axe actually went really well, just that fucking breastplate pissed me off.
Yeah. I did Punisher for that convention, and my Punisher was made out of EVA foam, and it was the first time I'd done it, and it looked so
shit.
bad.
Well, it didn't look too bad.
Okay. I thought it looked bad, and it was the only costume I was never stopped for a photo in.
Oh. I don't think I was stopped for Ragnar, was I?
Yeah, people stopped you for Ragnar.
Oh,
Like 2 or 3 people did. 4 people. Yeah, people.
Ragnar!
Yeah, people stopped you for Ragnar.
Shit.
No one stopped me for Punisher, and that was the only costume I had done that nobody had stopped me for a photo.
Damn, if it makes you better, nobody stopped me for a photo of my first Comic-Con, then again, I wasn't wearing a fucking costume.
Yeah, you weren't wearing a costume. Doesn't count.
I got a picture with Stan Lee.
So
does
no,
that
it doesn't.
count?
So no, it doesn't make you feel
No.
any better.
No, I remember Mad Max, I got a couple photos with people, but I remember this one Asian guy took like 7, and then he like never released them.
Oh, V Photography?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. I found him on Facebook. Something happened to his hard drive for his computer.
Ooh, ouch.
So I haven't
feel
got my...
bad.
Yeah, so that was when I was Ryu, and he did an entire photo shoot with me.
Yeah.
And he did some photos of you too, and those photos never came out because his hard drive got corrupted, and he lost those photos.
I feel so bad. Now I feel bad for being rude. V Photography, you're still cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's going to be there at Yakima again this year.
No, that'd be great, because now we have legitimate, good costumes. I
Yeah.
even shaved into a goatee
Yeah.
for Rick Flag.
I debated shaving for Superman, but I think I look weird clean shaven, so I think I'm going to keep scruff.
I mean, if you get like the stubble, like keep the stubble now, I think actually it'll
Yeah.
work. It's still kind of that clean shaven, but still
Yeah, kind of.
not like kind of a 5 o'clock shadow. It's like no, that's
Yeah.
not more like a 7 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
It's dark.
I figured if people can do like weird versions of costumes, I could keep facial hair for Superman.
Good point. Plus the new Superman from Supergirl, Tyler Teen Wolf guy.
Yeah.
He's got kind of 5 o'clock shadow stubble.
That
on
was
his,
only in the promo photo. In the show, he's clean
Oh.
shaven completely.
Well, I take that back.
Yeah, get schooled kids like you don't even pay attention to Supergirl.
I don't care for Supergirl. Not because I don't like her. I never really cared for, it has nothing to do with her gender or who she is or her character. It's just I never really cared for Superman in the first place.
Yeah,
So if you don't care about Superman, what makes you think I'm gonna like Supergirl?
this is true.
So it's
I mean-
not a judge of like who she is. It's just I didn't hate Superman, but I didn't really like him as much. He wasn't my favorite superhero growing up, and so
Yeah.
what makes you think I'm gonna like, the same exact version of a character but female? It's like hating Batman but liking Batgirl. It's just they're the same. It's just one has boobs. and the
They're
other
extremely.
doesn't.
I think they're really different. I wasn't a Superman fan until that Man of Steel movie came out, and then after that, I'm like, all right, good show.
Okay, their characters are completely
good.
different, but their personas, they're superheroes.
Yeah.
They both have gadgets. They're both bats. They both have high skills, peak physical, mental condition. One just is a girl, and the other's just a guy.
I guess.
Batgirl's more purple. Batman's more gray and black, unless it's the old comics and he's blue. But
Yeah.
obviously Bruce Wayne, Barbara Gordon, completely different people. But still, it's like Superman, Supergirl. Obviously, they're completely different people. But Superman flies, heat vision. Supergirl flies, heat vision.
Yeah.
One of them just has boobs. The other doesn't. That's
This
pretty
is
much
true.
it. That's the only reason I don't like Supergirl. It's just I didn't like Superman. So why, what makes you think I'm gonna like the girl version of the guy I don't like?
I get that. Yeah. Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
nothing personal or anything.
Just not your cup of tea.
Basically.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm Irish. Actually, yeah, we Irish drink tea. Never mind. Not my cup of whiskey.
Not your cup of whiskey.
Not my cup of whiskey out of my pint.
That's all I've got this week. You got anything?
No. I mean, I can do a Scottish accent, and make a bunch of brave jokes.
Go for it.
A princess never lays her weapons on the table. Ma, it's just me ball. If you had the chance to change your fate, would ye?
Would you?
Mother, you've been turned into a beer. Mother!
I actually don't think I've seen the movie to completion.
Fucking weird. The spelling is just weird. It's all Scottish accents all over the place. Look what I've got under my kilt. You fucking schlinky.
I don't think I've seen the movie all the way through. I think I watched up to where her mom gets turned into a bear.
And
I
turned
watched
into a
past.
beer.
Turned into a beer.
A beer. By the witch. With a fucking bagpipe. On my lawn, stars and gardens. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I'm ready to end. I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
You got your Scottish rant out of your system?
Scottish or just Irish but angrier. Just like the German or just Dutch but angrier. There's a lot of things with accents nowadays. Some accents are just other accents but angrier. Like the Dutch are like, oh yeah, got my lederhosen in this, Oh, my Lenno's I don't know how to fucking speak German. Krankenhaus.
Krankenhaus.
Oh, my Visa's wunderbar.
What was the ambulance in German? Like Krankenwagen?
Krankenwagen.
Krankenwagen.
And so, like, in Swedish, you'd be like, oh, the Krankenwagen's on the way to the Krankenhaus. And then the German's like, oh, the Krankenwagen!
Yeah.
The Krankenhaus! Ah!
How do we go from rapping up to yelling out accents?
I don't know. I just know German words. Krankenhaus and Krankenwagen. That's about it.
I know, 9.
9! 9! Oh, that was probably the greatest trailer cut ever. Is just Inglourious Bastards when Hitler's like 999 and Brad Pitt's like, oh yes.
Wait, really? That was a thing?
It didn't happen in the movie, but the way the trailer was cut.
Yeah.
They said it at different points in the film. Speaking of Brad
Well, yeah,
Pitt,
I figured.
him and Angelina Jolie apparently broke up, and for some reason we care.
Yeah, okay, so I think the reason people care is that it was a celebrity marriage that went on for years. Like, they met, I think, when they filmed Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and they got married shortly after.
Oh, shit.
And they have, like, 7 or 8 adopted children together.
How's that
then-
going to work?
I don't know, she filed for divorce. I think Brad Pitt is going to keep the Chinese kid,
I would.
and she gets the rest.
Well, I mean, I would want the Chinese kid. I mean, what happens, what if I drop my phone in water?
Hey, that's racist.
I'm kidding. No, I wonder how they're going to divide up the kids, because there's like 7 or 8.
Divide up the kids.
I don't know, give like 4 of them to Brad, give the other
Cut them all in half, and then divide halves.
Exactly. I can imagine it's like that one guy from How I Met Your Mother, Marshall's boss when he's working at GNB, that's like, and custody of the kids. I got full custody of those little brats.
Yeah.
I imagine that's how Brad's going to be like. He's like, I got full custody of those 7 little shits from fuck knows where. Why? And Angelina's just be like sucking some guy's dick. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
She does what she does. Beyonce's revolting against Jay-Z. Jennifer,
Is she?
I don't know. Lemonade, I guess, is a song about him cheating on her.
Oh, yeah.
But they still haven't divorced.
This is true.
And if I were married to Brad Pitt, I'd want a divorce too.
Why?
It's just...
I'm married to a really hot, successful actor
Well, he was
who
hot
gets
back
paid
then.
constantly.
Well, he was hot back then.
He's still good looking in
Nowadays-
Fury.
Dirty and Fury.
Well, he's
not
so
in a
good
sexy
looking.
way. No, I mean he's
Not
dirty
in a
as
sexy
dirt.
way.
Looks like someone threw him in the mud and like slapped him
Well, I mean,
twice.
Didn't that happen in the movie? Didn't he fall in the mud in a fight at one point?
I don't remember. I haven't seen Fury in forever.
At the end, for the big fight.
He gets ganked. I was from Tacoma. I know words.
You know words.
I also know
Alright.
other words that I shouldn't say out loud.
That's okay.
We should wrap up.
I'm not going to touch that.
We
Alright.
should wrap up.
Is that all you got for this week?
Pretty much.
Alright, sweet. From the Nerd Cave, this has been another episode of Sons of Nerddom. I've been your host, Caleb Rudd.
And I was your host, Patrick Lees.
Thank you for listening. We'll catch you next week.